Good morning, Bulldogs. Let's see what's happening this week in Code Blue News. Andrew has an update for the starting spring sports season. We take a look at MCAS testing throughout the week. And George is back with another episode of Don't Harsh My Mellow. Now please stand for a Pledge of Allegiance and a moment of silence. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please stay standing for a moment of silence. Thank you. Hey Bulldogs, welcome back to Code Blue News Season 3. I'm George Starr here with Angela Rossi, 3 feet apart.
We start off the show with very unfortunate news in the town of Holbrook. Longtime Holbrook Selectman Richard McGee passed away yesterday. We send our condolences to his family and friends. In memory of his passing, we would like everyone to join Code Blue in a brief moment of silence. Thank you.
The class of 2023 will be holding a fundraiser at the Chateau in Braintree on June 3rd. Be sure to support your classmates and let your server know you are participating in the fundraiser.
Moving on May 7th, Colonial Pipeline, a U.S. oil pipeline that supplies most of the eastern part of the country, was the victim of a cyber attack. The attack has caused widespread fuel shortages in the southern states, causing gas prices to go up. The company has been reported to have paid a $5 million ransom, and the pipeline has since been restarted. It will be days, though, until service is restored back to normal.
Now let's go to Andrew Rossi, who has an update on the start of spring sports seasons.
The spring sports season is finally underway this week, with baseball, track, and softball slated to kick off. Many students at this point last year did not even expect to have a spring season, as spring season last year was completely canceled.
To be honest, at the beginning, no, I didn't expect to have a season this year, but once I seen that other sports were having a season, I just knew that we were going to have one.
I was quite surprised that we had it, due to the fact that since we didn't have prom, I thought track would be canceled, since it's kind of an outdoor sport and there's a lot of people gathered up.
I did not expect to have any seasons this year. As the football season came, I was like, whoa, we actually have a season. And then now that we have a baseball season, spring season, excuse me, I'm kind of excited, I'm not gonna lie. I had no expectations for a season at all.
Despite the COVID protocols and shortened season, many students are just happy to be back on the field and on the track.
I'm feeling pretty good. The baseball team is looking pretty good. Working on some things, hitting and fielding, getting back into the groove of everything. It's simple.
We're still kind of a little rusty from, quarantine and not being able to play most of the season and stuff. So I'm looking forward to being able to see all my friends again and play with them. I missed a lot of them.
I'm looking forward to winning. I'm also looking forward to playing the 10 games that we have, and I'm grateful for the 10 games that we have. I'm just looking forward to winning the games.
It's good to see that the seniors will have a final season. Good luck to all athletes for this year. This has been Angela Rossi with Code Blue News. Back to you in the studio. Boys track lost their meet at Southeastern 113-18, while the girls won 68-64 yesterday. The baseball team also picked up a win yesterday in their opening game at Bristol Aggie 16-6. The softball team is currently 1-1. They picked up a win at South Shore Christian 16-0 Wednesday. The team then had a tough loss at Bristol Aggie yesterday, losing 5-6. Freshman Taylor Reed had a bases-loaded double to drive in 3 runs for Holbrook, and freshman Candace Sumner had 3 hits as well. Taylor Dolan, also a freshman, pitched a great game for the Bulldogs, striking out 5 batters. Down 5-4, Bristol Aggie rallied in the bottom of the 7th inning for the walk-off win.
Now that students are back full-time, juniors and sophomores took MCAS tests all of this week. For those taking it next week, remember to bring your Chromebook fully charged with a pair of wired headphones.
MCAS testing so far has been pretty good. I have been able to finish on time every single time. I've been able to answer all the questions very well. It's just been overall pretty good for me personally.
It was a little hard. I felt like math was harder for me, which is weird because I'm good at math, and I felt like English was a little easier. I honestly don't know why.
It was long and boring, but we gotta do it, I guess. I kind of guess on some ones, but I don't know. Okay, I guess.
MCAS was like kind of boring, and I was just like sitting there, and I was not having fun at all. It's kind of like stressful, just And the math, I was like, ooh, I forgot how to do long division. Yeah.
That looks like a ton of fun. I like how the state immediately slams kids with tests as soon as they return fully.
I have to agree with you there, George. Let's keep complaining about things in another installment of the greatest series of all time, Don't Harsh My Mellow.
Back by nobody's demand, I'm here with the second rapid fire segment because they're so much better than the single topic ones. Back by nobody's demand, I'm here with the second rapid fire segment because they're so much better than the single topic ones. We had to remove some parts of last week's episode, including old people with no drip. I guess I had to redeem myself after making a joke about the beloved elderly. Most old people are dressed extremely dapper and spiffy for no reason at all, and I love it. There are a few, including my adorable little grandpa, who has like 3 shirts and a pair of jeans. I gotta get that man some new fashion. Maybe get him a matching Don Cheadle shirt? This man has no swag. Next up is bakeries, and pastry shops in general. As a surplus man myself, I enjoy a good cannoli. The only problem is that the best ones I can find are at my work. A small family-owned supermarket held together by duct tape and willpower. Can someone get me a quality cannoli from the North End? Next is a quick one, but when it's so humid out that it's sticky, like, oh yeah, it's gonna be pretty sticky today, that's dumb. You ever just lose a face mask? Like, leave it on your desk and then next thing you know, it's gone? Just me? Okay. I could make a whole episode about my work and the amazing events that happen there. We have a guy who comes in and occasionally just bites an onion and leaves. We call him the Onion Bandit. Why would you eat a raw onion? Like, please never eat a raw onion. Like, it's an important thing. Like, you don't eat an onion like that.
It's not important though.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
What do you mean? It's an onion. You're supposed to like chop it up and put it into stuff. You don't eat it like an apple. Next up is gambling, especially scratch tickets. At 18, you can legally purchase scratch tickets and take part in gambling. According to CNN, an average American spends close to $1,000 every year on lottery tickets. That's also about $86 a month. Sure, you can say, oh, I won like $100, or oh, I don't spend that much. You could have just used that extra $1,000, but hey, good job on your big $100 win. Lastly, they took Futurama off of Netflix. You can now unsubscribe from Netflix and get HBO or Hulu, whatever, they're both better. Like, out of those semi-adult cartoons like Simpsons, Bob Burgers, and Family Man, Futurama is by far the best, or at least debatable with The Simpsons. They were made by the same guy, it doesn't matter. Now I have to go watch Futurama compilations on YouTube. This is the worst.
I get made fun of for, I guess, not liking the way onions are eaten.
And then, it's not nice, Caleb. It's really not nice.
I'm always nice to you, George.
Really?
Yes.
Thanks, George. Before we end the show, we'd like to give a quick shout out to Noah Bryant, a 4-year-old from Brooklyn, New York.
Noah did what we all wish we could do. He bought 51 cases of SpongeBob popsicles off Amazon. The 918 popsicles cost $2,618.
Jennifer Bryant, Noah's mom, has set up a GoFundMe to cover the extremely large and unexpected cost. The fundraiser has raised almost $24,000.
Now we have the results of the 2021 homecoming court. So the boys' homecoming, Bill Curtis, Angela Rossi, Matt Messina, Harris Jocks, and Caleb Tobin.
For the girls, Emma Curtis, Carrietta Jocks, Ileana Luciano, Kyla McKeon, and Isabel O'Connor. Congratulations to all those that were selected.
That wraps up this week's show. For Angela Rossi, I'm George Starr. I'm going to order myself almost 3,000 worth of those SpongeBob pops. See you next Friday.